everybody, welcome back to an episode of the Gamers Podcast. We're back here. It's been a little while. I guess not too long since the last podcast, but we're back here and just talking about Black Ops 7 that was just announced. I think it was about a couple days or so ago, and of course I had to hop right on it, make a podcast about it. Of course, I did the same with Black Ops 6. When it was announced, I kind of am going to probably follow the same formula. I talked about Black Ops 6 when it was announced. I did a live gameplay video and whatnot. I'll probably do the same with Black Ops 7 releases. I kind of talked about it, then I did my final analysis on it. I think I'm going to do more or less the same formula here, and all kind of making it revolve around the podcast. So obviously I'll be talking about it here in the podcast. It's kind of the same thing I did with Black Ops 6, more or less. Yeah, we're back, and yeah, I'm very excited to talk about it. There's just not much info that's coming out here. Like, there's a little bit of info. Like, I know the premise and everything. I'm going to be reading off of Wikipedia just because it's easy and it simplifies like, kind of everything I need to talk about. So I'll kind of be going off the article here and talking about other things. But just know I'm very excited because it looks like a good game. And, of course, it's Black Ops 7. It's another Black Ops name title there. So we're just going to get right into it. So Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is upcoming first-person shooter game. Co-developed by Treyarch and Raven Software and published by Activision. It was the 22nd installment of the Call of Duty series. We're getting up there. And is the 8th main entry in the Black Ops sub-series following Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is made in 2024, of course. Set in 2035, Black Ops 7 story, playable in single-player or co-op, follow a team of agents led by David Mason, which I'm pretty sure he is on the front cover. I think that's David Mason. I think that's who it is. Don't quote me on that. But if I had to make a guess, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so in the aftermath of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which I really enjoyed that game, you see some gameplay here of it. It's a really fun game. It's one of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. So I'm very excited to that it's following, the campaign afterwards, after that and whatnot. As with the previous Call of Duty titles, the game will also include a multiplayer component in the cooperative round-based zombies mode. Black Ops 7 is scheduled for release in 2025 for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S. Which I'm kind of surprised that they're releasing it still on last gen. I think, in my personal opinion, we're kind of past the PS4 and Xbox way. I think they should probably just release it exclusively on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S, but that's just me, and I'm sure a lot of other people probably have the same opinion, but that's just me. Kind of getting into the gameplay here. Again, there's not too much to go off of, but Call of Duty Black Ops 7, of course, a first-person shooter, the classic, Call of Duty route, featuring a single-player co-op and campaign, zombies, and all that. 10 years after the events of Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the campaign is expected to follow Black Ops 2 protagonist David Mason and his team of agents as they pursue a manipulative entity who weaponizes fear above all else, which sounds so fun. I'm so excited to play the campaign and the multiplayer and the zombies. I'm very excited to get another Black Ops title. I know we kind of haven't really had too much Black Ops games in the past, between Black Ops 6 and now Black Ops 7. And I guess Cold War was technically, they do say it was a Black Ops game, but, I guess technically it was Black Ops 5. But, I guess chronologically it was, but, that's whatever. But I'm just very excited to get another one. And it should be a very exciting game and campaign to play. Because, I'm a campaign guy. I really enjoy the campaign, especially with Black Ops and whatnot. So I'm very excited to be playing it. And kind of going into the development here, Black Ops 7 is being co-developed by Treyarch and Raven Software. Initial details surrounding the game began to surface in late 2023, when Insider Gaming reported that the title would be a follow-up to Black Ops 2, set in the aftermath of the death of the title's main antagonist, Raul Menendez. Further details about Black Ops 7, including the 2035 setting, co-op campaign and the zombies mode were shared in April 2025 by an individual who reportedly attended a study group test meeting for the game. Which is very interesting because now it's 2025, hence where Black Ops 2 is set, and some of the events are already had passed in this past year, so that's very interesting to see. You see, I posted some memes about it on my meme Instagram, so go check that out, link in the description. A little bit of a plug there. Of course, the marketing. Activision and Microsoft released a cinematic trailer for Black Ops 7 during the 2025 Xbox Game Showcase, which is when it was officially announced. I did watch that. It's a good trailer. Event on June 8th, which was, of course, a couple days ago. I was watching that. And revealed that the game's title and story premise, a full reveal, is expected to debut in summer 2025. And I think I'm probably going to be talking about then if it releases later this summer over the podcast. So again, another follow up podcast episode, kind of like I was saying with Black Ops 6, of course. On the same day, Variety shared initial details about the game's cast, including Milo Ventimiglas. I'm sorry if I messed up your last name, but he is casting as David Mason. Kerman Shipka is casting as Emma Kagan, the CEO of an organization called the Guild. Michael Rooker is also set to reprise his role as Mike Harper, a supporting character from Black Ops 2. I just found that out as you guys I'm reading that. That's actually really cool. He was a very fun character, and I know he had some roles in Black Ops 1 as well, and Call of the Dead, but he's also a very good character as Harper. I also like Michael Rooker in general. He's a great guy. So that's cool to see that he's back in Black Ops 7. Of course, just some extra stuff. It will be releasing day one on Game Pass, on PC and Xbox Game Pass, which that's cool. Unfortunately, I do have an Xbox, but it's last gen. I will be buying it exclusively for my PS5, just because of course this will be better graphics and whatnot. That is cool. The people who obviously it's a great deal. You get a lot of stuff on Game Pass. I really do enjoy the game service. That is cool that you get a good game on day one. So that is cool. That's something that I wanted to point out. And that's about it. Like I said, it's not too much that we're kind of that I kind of have to work off of. Of course, kind of like I did mention, there will be more details coming up this summer, or at least later this summer. And that's just kind of what I'm going off of here on the Wikipedia page. That's really it was a good it's a good article, and it helps me it helps narrow it down and whatnot. Um, but yeah, that's kind of all we have to go off of. I don't really have too much else. But all I do want to say is I'm very excited. I think that Black Ops 6, kind of basing off of the last Black Ops, that was a fine game. I really enjoyed the campaign for Black Ops 6, the multiplayer, the zombies, and I still do play it. This is still I think it's still a solid game. Now some people might disagree. I have been seeing some things floating around that people just aren't really into Black Ops. Of course the new Black Ops 7 being released. They're not into it as much as they used to, just because they don't really think the Call of Duties are good anymore. Some people think it's going to be horrible. Some people think that Black Ops 6 was horrible in other games. It's just some people just don't think it's going to be as good as the older Call of Duties, which, I'll agree. I've been a Call of Duty fan for a long time, and I agree that some titles aren't the best, but I think basing off of what they released last year with Black Ops 6, I think I have pretty high expectations. Now, of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but that's just me. I think that Black Ops 7 is going to be a good game, especially since it's following up Black Ops 2's campaign, which is going to be great. I think I'm very excited to see that. It should be a very exciting premise. I like the story and everything. I think the multiplayer is going to be good in the zombies. But of course, not everybody agrees. Not a lot of people are, there's a lot of people who really aren't excited. And honestly, a lot of people, I've seen people who don't really care too much about it. They don't care for it. That's fine. Again, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But, it's just not a lot of people, at least from what I've seen, a lot of older Call of Duty fans aren't really too excited about it. Now, there are some people who are excited about it. I think it's going to be a fine game. Of course, I can't judge too much, you know what I mean? With the little info I have to go off of, I think it's going to be a good game. I think they're going to do great, just basing off of what I saw with Black Ops 6. So I think it's going to be a good game, and I'm very excited for it. And I'm certainly going to be talking more about it as it kind of goes on. More gameplay gets released, more trailers, hopefully, and the actual, of course, leading up to the actual game getting released. Again, kind of like what I did with Black Ops 6, I talked about it when it was announced, then I talked about it a couple different times here on the podcast, and I'll be doing more or less the same as more information comes out. I think I'm going to do I think I'm going to do a live kind of gameplay thing, kind of like I did with, Black Ops 6 when I kind of came on and did like a live gameplay thing. I think I might just do that with Gaming Adventures. That might be a Gaming Adventures episode, of course, when Black Ops 6 came out. Gaming Adventures wasn't out but yet, but I think that might be a Gaming Adventures thing where it's kind of like I'll do a live reaction, well maybe not live, but I'll do a first initial reaction to Black Ops 7. I'll kind of hop on and make it a Gaming Adventures episode because that's, what Gaming Adventures is all about. It's a good, especially a newer game, so I think I'll make that a Gaming Adventures episode. We'll see kind of how I want to play it out, but that could be a good idea, but just an idea I'm thinking about. So yeah, that's pretty much will do it. I did, when it was announced at Xbox Game Show, whatever it is, I forget what it's called, whatever, Game Showcase, whatever it is you want to call it. I did want to hop on here and make a podcast about it right away because I was so excited to talk about it. But I'll definitely be I'll be making more podcasts about it, and I'll be talking more about it again as more info comes out. But that's kind of all I have for now. But yeah, very excited for it. So with all that being said, make sure to subscribe for more content, like the video, all good stuff, Discord, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, links in the description, as always. Leave a comment down below what you think of Black Ops 7. Is it gonna? You think it's gonna be a good game like I do? You think it's not gonna be a good game? Are you excited for it? Not excited for it? Whatever it is, it may be. Leave all that good stuff down in the comments below. Discuss. Um, and again, just general feedback. The usual stuff. I like to see feedback. Whatever it is, it may be. All that stuff. Comment section is always open. And yeah, with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.